Hey, I'm back. I'm Teresa Ekholm, and I just needed to reposition and restart the camera, so thank you for being patient with me. In the couple of seconds that it took me to do that, things have actually kind of moved around already, so just to give you a quick view, it's always tricky to pick up the tiles so I can show you, because then things get to move around. But if I move them around just so, I get kind of this lovely purple effect, along with sort of watercolory effect, so some kind of interesting drips and runs. I may not even use the yellow on this because I'm really kind of liking the way the blues and the pinks are mixing. So let me just throw in some more blues because I know that's going to make some purples. I don't know if you can, I wish you could see more how these things just kind of move around together. This raspberry is such a lovely color. So at this point, I know we've got some really interesting things going on. I'm going to move these around a little bit on my tile. Sometimes you really want to coat the entire tile, but that's not necessarily. It doesn't have to be your goal. I know that's something a lot of people like to do, so I'm going to try and do that. Now, I don't have to just rely on the flows of it. I can use other things. I'll show you that in just a moment here. For example, I can use a bit of, this is the original Kleenex that I was using to wipe it off to begin with, but if I gently, well, yeah, let's not use that one. Let's use this brush. If I gently tap it, I can move the, I could brush it around so you can get some interesting patterns that way, right? And then, I know I lost some people when I, alright, so then there's always interesting ways you can move these around. So this gets the alcohol moved all over. Now, that's kind of interesting, and I could just leave it that way. However, I want to show you an interesting trick that you can do with the alcohol inks. You just drop it like this. I'm getting, whoa, lots of little spatters and circles. Now I realize I'm spattering my whole work surface here. But that's okay. So this creates almost a turtle-like effect. And because that's kind of cool, I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this, and I'll show you why in the next video tomorrow, what I'm going to do with that. So give me a moment here. So now the only problem with doing this under the bright lights is capturing just a little bit. So if I angle it just a little bit, alright, so I'll be able to show these better to you tomorrow. I know that looks like an angular picture, but here's the cool thing. With a little bit of adjustment, I'm going to be able to create a really interesting garment with this. Or maybe even some shoes. Who knows? We'll see. Now, just letting it be just this way is actually kind of cool. But I want to add just a smidge of, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it be just the way it is. So, alright. Let me take this with you a little, just a smidge more. Oh. And this is turned into a rather kind of a delicate rose color. So I'm going to keep moving these along a little bit. And what I've done is diluted it, but I've also created some interesting movement patterns with it. So it's almost kind of a camo effect. And if I don't want to move around too much, I better hurry up and get my picture of it. And then I will show you tomorrow what I do with that. So, actually if I put a little shadow on it, if I put a little bit of shadow on it, I can eliminate the glare and get a really cool picture. So pop back on with me tomorrow. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do with this picture. I can do this in all different kinds of colors. So I can have colors that appeal to all kinds of people who really enjoy bright, colorful designs, abstract designs. So jump on with me tomorrow, and I will be glad to share with you. Thanks again. This is Tirza Ekholm, and thank you so much for being part of my videos.